Hello, welcome to a new episode of Geek Lunch Meat. I'm your host Chris. As usual, it is now October. The summer has left us and the nights are starting to draw in, if you can believe that already. I thought I would do a catch up on some news for the last couple of weeks. I haven't done one for a while. If you like what you see, don't forget, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You'll help us out a great deal. So, first of all, Indiana Jones 5. I reported a few weeks ago about the trailer that dropped at the D23 con, which was not put up online. It has since leaked. You can find it. Disney are doing their best to pull it down, but of course, once something's on the internet, not even the power of the mighty mouse is going to stop that. It's been recorded on someone's phone, obviously secretly. It's not great quality. The sound is very hard to hear anything that's going on at all. The picture moves in and out of focus and it moves all over the place, and people walk in front of it. It is the same as what I described. We see Indy on horseback in a chase through the big procession scene that was filmed in Scotland, I think with the Apollo astronauts, isn't it, when they come back, which then proceeds to go down onto the subway, and you see a glimpses of him riding his horse in the subway. We see John Rhys Davies as Salah is in it as well. Mads Mikkelsen in his Nazi get-up. Various bits and pieces. It's hard to tell. There's a few chase scenes and things like that. From what you can see, it does look good. I'd say it's hard to get a sort of feel for the movie. It's only like a minute teaser, and it's very hard to actually see what's going on in most of it. If you want to check it out, say Google it. It's all over the internet. You'll find it eventually. You'd think they would just go ahead and release it now. Now that it's out there, they just get a proper high def copy out there. But I know sometimes the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer that was shown at San Diego Comic Con a few months back, James Gunn said they weren't going to release that because the effects work wasn't finished. So it could be the same case with Indy 5. But hopefully they'll get at least a decent trailer out in good condition at some point. Also, Hasbro PulseCon, the little thing they do, they showed the new Indiana Jones figures that will be coming out early next year. The first wave is all from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Obviously, you've got Indy himself, Marion in her sort of Cairo get up, Salah as well, Belloc, who wearing his sort of ceremonial garb from the end when they open the Ark, and the best one is the Nazi tote. They've done him. He comes with interchangeable heads, and you can have his melting face, which is fantastic. And you can, I think you can change his hand out for where he's got the headpiece of the Staff of Ra burnt into his hand, which is excellent. They're also doing a full size headpiece of Staff of Ra that lights up. I mean, it doesn't really light up in the film. I think it's about $50. It looks a bit cheap and plasticky. You can get better replicas of Etsy and things like that if you want one. But yeah, hopefully the good thing about that is, if these sell well, we'll get a second wave. Hopefully of Temple of Doom, which is the ones I really want. An Indy Willy short round and Mola Ram would be absolutely fantastic. These are 6-inch figures, 1/12 scale, I think they are. I'd say coming early next year. Looking forward to that. The big news this week was Deadpool 3. Ryan Reynolds posted a video basically saying that Hugh Jackman is back as Wolverine and is going to be a big part of it, which is fantastic. I've said before, be interesting to see how they deal with Deadpool in the MCU. Are they still going to have him breaking the fourth wall? If you're going to have him carry through into other films, as he probably will do, like with Secret Wars coming up, hopefully even Hugh Jackman will turn up in that as well. But it'd be difficult to with some sort of serious people stuff going on and people dying and things like that. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Deadpool. What else do we get this week? I've got lots of stuff written down or higgledy-piggledy on top of each other in my bad handwriting. The Last of Us, we got the trailer for the adaptation of the video game that is starring Pedro Pascal from The Mandalorian. The trailer looks great. I'll put a link to it in the description below. As always, some scenes just look great. The clickers, if you've played the game, there's some real creepy stuff going on in a sort of post-apocalyptic virus infected world. Yeah, looks fantastic. Coming next year. It's HBO in the States, so could be Sky Atlantic over here. Tend to do a lot of the HBO stuff, or depending on another channel might pick it up. But yeah, absolutely looking forward to that. That looks fantastic. They released a piece of concept art, I think it was, and announced Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Quite an unwieldy title, but yeah, a film directly set after the recent trilogy we had with Andy Serkis as Caesar. I really like those films, much better than the Tim Burton iteration we had a while back. Yeah, so that will be coming. I imagine that'll probably be 2024. They just announced that, but yeah, looking good. We got a trailer for Alice in Borderland season 2 on Netflix. Fantastic Japanese series, I think based on a comic book. Watched it during lockdown. Recently re-watched it. Really good. It's got a Squid Games vibe because it's people playing games with obviously deadly consequences. But it's not. It's more than that. It is a whole. Everyone in sort of Tokyo has disappeared mysteriously, and there's just a few people left playing these games, and they don't know why and who's in charge of things like that. Yeah, that is coming in December, and yeah, absolutely looking forward to that as well. Yeah, Alice in Borderland, really good. Sweet Home, if you've not seen it as well, on Netflix. I would also recommend another based on that's a Korean series based on a comic book, all about monsters and apocalypse, end of the world. All good stuff. A little snippet. Lisa Kudrow from Friends. Phoebe herself has apparently been cast in Time Bandits, the TV show that Taika Waititi is doing, based obviously on Terry Gilliam's 1980s seminal movie. Absolutely fantastic. I love Time Bandits. It'll be interesting to see how they do it. Yeah, I still trust in Taika Waititi. Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't as good as Ragnarok, to say the least. It was still funny, still inventive. So yeah, looking forward to that. What else did we get? Some bad news. Grendel, the Netflix series based on Matt Wagner's comic books, it has been. Well, Netflix have canned it. I thought it was almost finished filming. So apparently it is being shopped around. Hopefully someone else will pick it up. I would think they probably would. I don't know why, if Netflix presumably has stumped up all the money. I know they've got like a first look deal with Dark Horse Comics. Grendel obviously being one of them. But yeah, no, apparently Netflix have pulled the plug on that before it's even finished filming. I don't know. I know they've been restructuring, and I know their share prices plummeting, and they're losing subscribers left, right, and centre. So yeah, a real shame. Grendel is a fantastic comic book. So hopefully someone else will pick that up, and that will come next year. And some Marvel bits and bobs. We had the new trailer for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which is out November the 11th, I think it is. Looks great. We get more of Namor as Submariner. I think by now it's got to be the new Black Panther with Shuri. If it's not her, the trailer sort of is hinting very much that it's her. We see a bit more Riri Williams as Ironheart as well. That presumably she will end up in Armor Wars, which the TV series that was coming to Disney Plus with Don Cheadle. That's now not going to be a series; it's going to be a film. So they've changed the slate there as well. And then Blade, their new version of Blade with Mahershala Ali as Blade has lost its director. Bassam Tariq? It was meant to start filming next month, I think it was, but apparently he's got annoyed with all the delays they have, so he's gone. So Mahershala Ali apparently is rumored he's not happy with the script, and he's been annoyed that it's all like taking so long to get together. This is the problem, obviously, I suppose, with like Marvel when they announce a whole slate of movies so far in advance. These things crop up. So yeah, presumably they're gonna have to find a new director pretty pronto. I think Kevin Feige said this week that the sort of monster stuff, because we've got Werewolf by Night coming to Disney Plus this month as well. The whole monster thing is gonna sort of have big implications later on in the MCU. I'm not sure where it really fits in. We know we've got like Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and the whole multiverse thing, and Secret Wars coming up. in a few years' time. I don't know whether the monster bit will then happen after that, or whether or not they'll shoehorn it in. I don't know. But yeah, so a few things going on at Marvel, not everything going entirely their own way at the moment. What else? Yeah, that's about it for the news. What have I been watching? Andor. What do we have? 4 episodes so far. Yeah, loving it. Continues to be that sort of grown-up, gritty, very similar to Rogue One, as you'd expect from Tony Gilroy, who's obviously involved there. Very sort of different style to Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan. Just from the look of it, where it's all been filmed out on location. But yeah, just a much more grown-up vibe there. I know some people online have been saying that it's a bit slow and it's not very Star Warsy, but it's obviously building up to something. They've got 12 episodes to play with. I wouldn't say it's slow. One man's slow is another man has deliberately paced. It's interesting. It's a lot of character work. We're getting the gestation of the rebellion. We've just been introduced to Mon Mothma in the last episode. And we're getting all those machinations behind the scenes, in a sort of adult Star Wars spy thriller. So yeah, absolutely loving that. She-Hulk's another one that's all very divisive with people online. You either love it or you hate it. I've been really enjoying it. It's completely different. It's a good thing with Marvel that they do all these. Everyone's sort of saying, "Oh, they're doing too much stuff." There may be something in that. They could probably cut down their content a bit, I would have thought. But at least it's something different for everyone. You've got serious shows, and same obviously this is just an out and out sitcom. The episode we've just had with Jen at the Abomination sort of retreat was very funny. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm enjoying She-Hulk and absolutely loving Rings of Power. It's a good time to be a geek. Television wise, we've got so much good stuff. Amazon's $1 billion Lord of the Rings series. The last episode, slight spoilers if you've not seen it. The creation of Mount Doom and sort of Mordor itself. We saw on top of a big action-packed episode as well. Again, I'd say it's been deliberately paced. I've really been enjoying what's going on. No, there isn't a massive amount of action. Say the last episode was pretty much all out-and-out action with the troops from Numenor laying waste to the orcs. I will say, just a small point, it was a bit like the Battle of Helm's Deep, where Gandalf turns up at the end. If you're going to do that, don't undercut it by showing all the Nemorians on their horseback, 5 minutes earlier, or pelting along, and then sort of try and build up some suspense by having this, this noise and rumbling, and people going, "Oh, what's going on?" as the orcs are attacking, and it's like, well, the Nemorians are coming. We know that because you've just shown it. Just a small part. I would have cut that out personally, and just so it would have been a bit more sort of climactic. But yeah, apart from that, absolutely it looks fantastic. And I'm really enjoying where that's going. A few episodes of that left. Be interesting to see how far this series goes up to. I'm pretty sure the $1 billion they spent was some of that was on the second season as well. So we're not going to go up to Sauron and the whole big battle in Isildur, chopping off the ring and things like that. The rings haven't even been forged yet, so that'll all be coming up next season, no doubt. So that's about it from me and my wish rings this time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Take care, and until next time, which I think the next video I think it's the 100th video that I've done. So I'll try and think of something special to do. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but yeah, I'll try and come up with something special. Until then, take care, eat geek, and be merry.